Anyone remember Hurricane Dorian? Has anyone heard of the infamous Florida man? News of the hurricane has taken the Florida man out of his bizarre headlines and out of the spotlight. Bizarre headlines that sound a little bit like Florida man threatens to kill man with kindness. He uses machete named kindness. Or a headline that is called Assault with a Deadly Weapon. Florida man charged with throwing an alligator into Wendy's. Obviously, things go down in Florida. However, the place I most like to live is Florida. I would like to settle down in Florida because it reminds me of my heritage, it is a sanctuary for me, and it's where my grandparents live. Having a Puerto Rican father and a Cuban mother but not knowing Spanish has caused a bit of identity crisis within me while I was growing up. Although I live with my Puerto Rican side, I did not feel any more Puerto Rican. While growing up, I struggled with belonging to an ethnic group, even though I was part of two. I remember vacationing to Florida, my grandparents taking me to Tampa, Florida. There is this small area that is called Ybor City. Ybor City had this monument dedicated to Cuban immigrants. There I was able to see my great-great-grandmother and my great-great-grandfather's name carved in the stone. It was honestly one of the coolest things I've ever experienced. I will now talk about why Florida is a sanctum for me. In college, I was struggling a bit academically and decided to take a semester off and move to Florida. The few months that I was there, I just felt as if for the first time in a while, I was able to breathe. There is something about the beach, the palm trees, and the blue sky that was so therapeutic for me. Now that I have talked about why it is a sanctuary for me, I will now move on to speak about my grandparents. My grandparents, opening up their home to me, gave me an escape when I felt like I was drowning. But more than this, they have always been my biggest emotional and financial support. They encourage me and motivate me constantly. They always give me tough love when needed and great advice. And in a way, they can be seen as my personal life coaches. In sum, I know Florida can be seen as a perfect vacation spot to most. But it is my goal to one day call it home, so I can embrace my roots more, live in totality of a place that I see as a sanctum, and so I can be closer to my amazing grandparents. But I guess for now, Tulsa will have to do. Thank you.